Here's your host, Chelsea Edwards.
To another episode of Chat with Chelsea. I'm your daytime bestie, Chelsea Edwards. Today we are chatting about the importance of gathering. You know, getting together and passing the peas like we used to. We've got a guest who is putting on these Sunday supper events that are drawing in hundreds of people. So we'll chat with him about how he hopes to make that a whole movement across the country. And one of his dinner guests you may already know. Now, she puts together these hilarious videos on social media that will split your sides. You already might be one of her millions of followers. We've even used the videos on the show, but hey, Shanta Q is live and in person right here on the Chat with Chelsea set. I can't wait. She's here to chat about how she went from working for the IRS to becoming a famous social media influencer, life coach, entrepreneur, and comedian who jokes about just about everything from being a fellow boy mom to perimenopause.
10 things I no longer entertain in perimenopause. People saying it's just stress. No, maybe I just don't like you, and perimenopause took away my ability to fake it. Thongs. Listen, I only floss my teeth. I'm not applying for support. Periods. Either you show up or you sit your ASS down. Don't be popping up every now and then in my DMs talking about what you doing. Chin hair. One is for wisdom, but the rest gotta go.
I am crying, laughing. I'm gonna have to go touch on my makeup. Okay, Shanta Q, welcome to the show. Finally, I mean, my prayers have been answered.
Listen, the Lord is so good to us, ain't
So
he?
good. You are so funny. I mean, that's why people are drawn to you. You keep it real, but you have so many laughs as you work into your videos. I think a lot of people must find it hard to believe you used to be an IRS accountant.
They do. They do. They're like, how can you be funny and be mean at the same time?
The worst.
It's easy.
Okay. We love this side of you. Talk about the transition from doing that to becoming a comedian.
Yeah, so it wasn't anything that I was looking forward to doing. It was something that fell in my lap. So I had been with the IRS almost 15 years. But during that tenure, I was having a lot of health issues. And God is the biggest jokester of them all. He decided one day when I went into office that he was going to give me a stroke. And
Wow.
so,
That's real funny, Lord.
yeah.
Okay.
So I laughed all the way into retirement and started playing on social media with my children. My son, Addison, most people know Addison, Addie, and my daughter, Sanai, just saw how debilitating my transformation was going and just asked me one day to get on TikTok. And I was like, well, I get on TikTok. And I got on TikTok and I absolutely loved it. I was a viewer for a while and then I was like, I want to participate. And so I started doing voiceovers. Really didn't have a niche at the time. I still don't have a niche, but I just didn't know anything about virality or, monetization or anything. I just was, soothing a soft spot. I was hurting. It was tough for me. And I found that people love humor. I love humor. I've been like this all my life. Right. Most people in my family have been like this, and it was resonating. And then I was able to tell my story, but in a way, I wanted to tell it in a way that made people feel good, but also educated them so they could feel good about being healthy and feel good about learning about information. A lot of the information that is shown on TV sometimes is scary when people talk about heart attacks and strokes and the symptoms, but I try to make it funny and make it inviting. How do you make a stroke funny?
Great job at that.
Have one?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You lost 160 pounds on this journey.
Oh, I did.
That's so inspirational for a lot of people. A lot of your audience, you were saying, were drawn to that at first. And you just kind of expanded it from there into other topics of your life.
A lot of people just they were growing with me. And so as I was doing different things, or I was transforming and evolving, I just took my audience with me. And so I would get the DMs like, hey, can you talk about this? Can you talk about that? And, you know, a lot of people now, they don't know me from my curvy side. And so they're like, I did not know that you were that size. And like, yeah, but it just became something to bring awareness to, and to also make people feel seen and heard, because I was on GLP-1, and a lot of times people make you feel shame because you're not doing it on your own, or you don't have the willpower, or you're lazy because you're using medication to help you lose weight. And I feel like you wouldn't tell me to stop my heart medication, right? Yeah, you wouldn't. So why would you tell me to stop doing something that's going to benefit me, that's going to reverse my type 2 diabetes, lower my blood pressure, lower my cholesterol, all these things, because my doctor told me I was going to die. Gave me 5 years, and 5 years, if you don't lose that weight, you will be dead.
Wow. So that pushed you to go ahead and make that change. Now, you do go back, even in your recent videos, and say, hey, this is where I used to be.
Yeah.
What's been the results of that? Do you get a lot of people just...
Yeah, because I want people to know that I was a happy person. I didn't lose weight because I felt like I didn't look good, because I felt fine, child.
Yeah,
my husband wouldn't ask no questions.
Yes.
Okay? not nan one. And so I felt good about myself. And even when I talked about losing weight, my friends would be like, oh, you don't need to lose weight. You look good. You look nice. But the doctor was like, looking nice is not going to keep you out of the graveyard.
Right.
This is about your health. This is about longevity. This is about reversing this sickness that's inside of you, this obesity. And so once she told me that, she only had to tell me once. I was like, let me get on it. And it was hard in the beginning. It was really hard, because I love food. You know,
hey,
I love food. I love fellowshipping with food. Food is my friend. I can really talk about food a lot.
I mean, we gonna get into it and more into your rise to fame. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. You stay fine, stay fine. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We've got the Shanta Q in the building. You make millions of people laugh all over the world with your social media videos, but you also are an entrepreneur. You got hairline or beauty line. You've got, you're an author. You do so many different things. I don't know how to keep up. How do you keep up?
Oh, I don't. I have scaled back on a lot of things here lately, because I have arrived at the point in my life that I don't have to do everything, and I do what's right at the time.
Okay.
And so there are a lot of things that I have scaled back on, and we're going to be reproducing and redoing and rebranding. But right now, I'm just really just enjoying everything that's coming with being Hey Shanta Q, especially when it comes to women's heart health. So that's my biggest platform is women's advocacy, especially Black women.
So this wasn't, you mentioned the stroke. You also had a minor heart attack at one point. Like, these weren't your only brushes with death. At one point you were a victim of a stabbing, a severe stabbing as well. Yeah. Like, how did you come out of all of that and decide, or did you hear from God about what your purpose was?
He said, never would have made it.
Never would have made it.
Without you. I give it all to God.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can say that I survived it is all God. Like, he had something else for me.
Okay. And did it clarify what you felt like you were supposed to be doing?
Yeah, so anytime you have a brush with death and you have to face your own mortality, it pulls you by the lapels. So I was very quiet, because I was like, Lord, okay, like, what's next? Like, I hear you, I'm listening. And I really had to listen to what he was saying to me and what he wanted me to do. And so my motto is just to be, I don't chase, I attract. So whatever comes to me is meant for me. And that's how it's always been. Like, I don't pitch, I don't reach out for speaking. Everybody comes to me, and I'm like, and that's when I know that it's aligned with God, unless my stomach starts hurting, I get indigestion, and I'd be like, oh Lord, don't want me to do that.
reverse course.
That's my discernment.
Yes. That's a great point to make, because a lot of times, people just try to figure out, and they may think that they're going to hear a voice.
Yeah.
Shanta.
Yeah.
Make people laugh, but
It's a burp.
But you followed things that were happening, followed it live for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then bringing your family into this. Now, how did your family feel in the beginning? How did they feel about you blowing up the way you did?
Yeah, well, so it was interesting because after my stroke, I was thinking that I would be able to go back to work, or I would be able to do some type of accounting. And so when I got on social media and started doing it more, my husband was like, okay, so what is this you doing? Like, and I'm like, well, it's fun. And so and I like doing it. Like, I don't feel like it's work. And so at first, like I said, he was skeptical, and then I got a brand deal shortly with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
And they had me come out to Houston, and after that, he was like, "Let me do your nails. So let me fix your hair. Let me put some lipstick on. I don't like you like pink instead of red. Yeah. So
okay. So when the money came in, it was like,
oh, this can work.
Yes.
Who left the towel in the pool? He was like,
I love it. And we see your family a lot as well. Did you ever hesitate to put your kids in front of the camera with you?
Well, they were already on there. So they were already, on TikTok. They were the ones who invited me on TikTok. So, and my son, Addison, we can go all the way back to 4 years old where he's making videos on YouTube. So he's always been a friend of the camera. He's always loved the camera. So it was real easy for him to just come in and do these different skits, these real life relatable skits as mom and son. And then once I was like, oh, let me put you on payroll, he was like, oh, okay. All right.
He put you on and then you put him on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it happens. That's how it works.
I love it. And he is continuing to grow in the influencer world as well.
He absolutely loves it. He's doing a lot of stuff on his own. He's really into fashion. So he has an athletic leisure line called Out of Nowhere that's growing. And so I'm proud of him. And we're working on our a sketch series right now called the Hey Shanta Q Show. And so we've already filmed 3 episodes of 8.
Nice.
And so we're looking to launch that at the beginning of the year. So yeah, he's really excited. He comes and gives me advice now. And he's like, Mom, you should do this, you should do that, or you shouldn't do this.
Okay. All right. And I love how you don't gatekeep. You do share info on how you've grown, your following, and all of that.
Right.
What's been the biggest tip that has really hit people and helped them grow their own followings on social media?
I think a lot of times people are looking for instant gratification when it comes to social media. So soon as they do a video, it doesn't go viral. Then they feel like they're not performing, or they feel it's not good, or it's like, oh, I only got 100 views. But I'm saying you need to be consistent. Be consistent and follow through. A lot of times there are people who, get famous overnight. I think social media is like a lottery ticket that you have to keep playing, and one day you win.
That's a great analogy, right?
Yeah, it's a lottery ticket.
And you always are so authentic. I think that's something that people are attracted to as well.
Yeah.
So now you have all these other things that have come out of your social media popularity. Yeah. What's next? What's next for you? More speaking?
Yeah, more speaking. I'm a national ambassador for American Heart Association, so I always look forward to campaigns and advocacy with them. And I work with a lot of different other companies with clinical trials and patient advocacy. So yeah, I'm going to keep advocating, keep speaking. And hopefully you'll see me on the big screen writing. I love writing. I love comedy, So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, we can't wait to see more.
And maybe some fashion.
Maybe you brought it. I said the flyest.
And did, and will,
award.
and do.
No offense to anybody else. I just, you see it.
You heard it here first.
Shanta, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I know
I'm
you will be back in Houston from Dallas for a Sunday dinner.
Yes.
And we've got the guys who are hosting that coming up. So we're going to take a quick break and talk about the power of getting together like we used to. Okay? Right after this. nothing better than having a great laugh over a good meal. So welcome to Chatting with Chelsea. David Cleveland, co-founder of Ruth and Roz, do these Sunday supper clubs.
Yes.
So what was the inspiration behind that? Because here's the thing. People in my family, we talk about this all the time, how we used to get together for Sunday dinner on a regular, but as time has gone on and just generations have changed, we don't get together like we used to.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do this?
Yeah, so it's exactly that. So, you know, every family has those people that are the pinpointed cooks. You know, whether you're known for your fried chicken or you're known for the baked macaroni and cheese.
Right.
That was my partner and I in our family. And so we were hosting small dinners for holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving, having our friends over for like a themed Housewives watch party type of situation. And
Love it.
a lot of our friends and family were like, y'all should do something with this. Y'all really like throwing dinner parties together. Y'all really like putting together a curated menu. You know, when are you going to turn this into something bigger? And that was kind of the catalyst for us thinking about, okay, how can we bring this vision that the matriarchs and our family taught us to the wider audience? And that's what was kind of like the catalyst for starting the Sunday Supper Club.
Yes, so Ruth and Roz, those names come from your mom?
Yes, yes. So Roz is my late mother. She taught me everything I know about cooking, from like my fried cabbage to my brownies to my peach cobbler that she was widely known for in church.
Okay, invite me over now, David. Let's go.
And then Ruth is Jay's grandmother, my partner. And so Ruth, she was much more of we're going to get all the family together. He comes from a very big Jamaican family, so everybody always gathered at Ruth's home for Sunday dinner. And so we really wanted to, as you mentioned, take those traditions that we learned growing up and hold so near and dear to our hearts and bring it to everybody out there, because we have kind of lost touch with people. We aren't really having many in-person gatherings, or we aren't getting together as much as we used to, you know, family or otherwise. And so we really want to provide a place where we can all have, you know, come together with community, connection, and culture, and have one grand night with it.
Absolutely. Now, you're from Baton Rouge.
Yes.
But you have already done this in Austin.
Yes, that's correct. So my 9-to-5 relocated us to Austin, Texas. I actually work in tech. I'm a UX designer by trade. So I kind of took what I know about UX design, looking at the user's experience or the guest experience in this case, and I kind of played to my strengths and looked at like, okay, how can we curate an evening or a dinner that is going to leave people wanting more and have people leave with making new friends, making new connections.
Yes.
And so, yeah, the stars kind of aligned for us in Austin, and we were able to tap into that strong but mighty Black community in Austin. We was able to have kind of our inaugural Sunday Supper Club there.
Okay, so speaking of stars, you got Taraji P. Henson coming to your next one in Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain that.
You know what? Honestly, there are certain things that happen that let you know that like you're blessed. There are people watching over you. I like to think that my mom is watching over us, and I like to think that God has a hand in things. But we conveyed the vision to Taraji and her team. She absolutely loved it. She loves Texas in general, and we really want to tap on Taraji because she's been a staple in the Black community for decades. I mean, a lot of us grew up with her from Baby Boy. You may have seen her as Cookie Lyons' Empire, and even like her most recent role in the Netflix movie Straw. But I think what was really speaking to us is how she's spoken out about like pay equity amongst her peers, mental health, which touches us both personally and our families and the Black community at large. And so we wanted to have kind of that special je ne sais quoi about Sunday Supper Clubs. You're going to have some starlights there. You're going to have a great conversation, and it's going to be an unforgettable experience that you never had before.
So y'all are really getting into the art of entertaining. It is a whole art to it.
Yeah.
So when you plan something out like this, are you picking the conversation topics to make sure there's still a flow going on? Because I think people wonder about how to host and have a great experience for everybody.
Yeah, I think that's actually what comes with curating a great team around it. So while we have Taraji as our main guest, we actually have some other celebrities that's going to be kind of steering that conversation. So we have internet personality Funky Dineva, or Quentin Latham.
Okay.
He's going to be there being one of the co-hosts. We have Claudia Jordan, who you may recognize from like Real Housewives, and Funky and Claudia are actually Fox Soul family, and they're going to be reuniting on stage for this. And then we have Houston's very own Tashara Parker, who is an Emmy Award-winning journalist. And so with this panel of our co-hosts, they're going to organically steer the conversation and also incorporate the audience as well, because we're really trying to simulate like everybody coming together at the Sunday dinner table, having that free-flowing conversation, and everybody, you know, being able to get something out of it.
And the plan is to take this to other cities as well.
Yeah,
Keep
so
going.
we've actually gotten a lot of interest. So my partner Jay, he would live on an airplane if he could, so he always had this aspiration of taking Sunday Supper Club on the road, and we really want to take this vision and provide it for people in places that may not have something like it. We realize we're doing something pretty unique. So the plan is to be able to bring this around the country and, you know, even across the world if we get to that point, and really bring the mission of Sunday Supper Club, you know, that unforgettable, curated dining experience to the masses.
Now, what do you hope people take from this experience and bring to their everyday lives?
I really hope that people take that togetherness back to their personal lives. I think we've all gotten so bogged down in our own personal lives. We're really into the technology. People cook dinner, they take it to their rooms, they sit in front of a TV. We don't really have that time anymore for connection. And as somebody that relocated to a new city as an adult, I realized how hard it was to make new friends, how to find that community. So I really am hoping to inspire people to carve a space out where you don't see it. Really bring together that sentiment that our moms, our grandmas, our aunties, the matriarchs that we all look up to in our families, bring those traditions back, because I think that's what really help us prosper together and really keep us on one accord.
Oh, well, I cannot wait to be a part of this and to have some of that mac and cheese or whatever y'all have on the menu, okay? We're going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back after this.
Come back to
I want to thank our guests, hey, Shanta Q and David Cleveland, for joining us today. If you would like to find a Sunday Supper Club in your city, go ahead and check out ruthandroz.com. Keep up with us on social at Chelsea Show Fox, and we'll see you on the next Chatting with Chelsea.